This is the KUSI Morning News.
Good morning. I'm David Davis.
I'm Amy Fuller. Thank you for joining us today.
To the lovely Amy Fuller. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, Dan and Bridget. We're live at SDSU's Peterson Gym, where you're going to see extreme cheerleading all day today. Hi, Kimberly Wright. The large crowds and that high surf advisory have made for a very busy day here at Mission Beach and all along the coast on this Labor Day. Actually, today on the beaches, if you can imagine, 294,500 people. 86 rescues had to be made. That's down from yesterday, even though quite a few more people headed to the beach today. Traffic's moving pretty steadily, although there are a few more cars on the roadway than there normally would be this hour, but about 2% more Southern Californians are traveling by car this year than last, so I guess it stands to reason. Reporting live, Amy Fuller.
KUSI's Amy Fuller is live in Lemon Grove with more on that. Amy?
Good evening, Paul. We are here in Lemon Grove, where the sheriff's deputies are warning of 3 sobriety checkpoints now through September 11th. Starting tonight, random times, you're not going to know when. There are arrests report in that hate crime. 2 15-year-olds are in custody of juvenile detention. Police are still looking for a 17-year-old. No, we want to make them last, just like love.
Exactly. Well, you know, guys like flowers too. You know,
They
and
do?
I really think unless you really have a bonehead boyfriend, get them flowers. You know, because
They do come that way sometimes.
you have to be careful, right?
Kids get something, the chance to go on more adventures they can find between the covers of these books. San Diego is the 3rd most popular tourist destination for Californians, but they're not the only ones flocking to the beaches here. I haven't left. She's surrounded by monster trucks. Good morning, Bridget. I know it's a place to be. Hey, it is dog eat dog. Look at this puppy. Tonight at the Q, it is Monster Truck Jam. We'll tell you all you need to know to get in on this. Look at it. It's a monster mud. Hey.
Nice day for a round of golf today, wouldn't you say?
About that, it is. 4, he says. Michael Chalinas, watch out. We're coming to you.
Should have yelled 2.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take a look at traffic. To the outside we go. We're looking at the 5 south of the 15. Everything moving along pretty smoothly at 5:03, and we're happy to see that.
Thanks for clarifying.
Outside to traffic now. Let's see how it looks. Pretty good. 94 at the 15, moving along. They're tooting their horns like crazy, or is that just sound effects? The 15 at Miramar Way also looking great. It's 5:18. Have a great day, everybody. Look at this. This is the Buick Invitational. Special little thing in the UT today they did. Isn't that
It's
nice?
last year's champ, John
Daly. Yeah, there he is. And illustrations by David Mullering. Thanks for that, and everyone who put this together. It's huge. It's a gold mine of info.
Is it?
Yeah, it
Okay.
really is.
I didn't know you were such a golfer.
I'm not. but
Some of the best
I'm
golfers
excited.
in the world, in case you haven't figured this out, they're visiting San Diego this week.
Yeah, the real golf starts tomorrow, but the fun started yesterday. KUSI's Rick Willis with a recap now.
He's got a carry.
Rod Luck's name was on almost every one of those balls.
He bought them all.
But he
bought
didn't
'em all.
win.
Did you win?
No, he didn't.
He's live at Torrey Pines right now with more on today's events.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Rod.
Rod.
Hey, good morning. I got to talk to you about Riley for a second, guys. Guess what?
What?
I'm playing with him in the Pro-Am today.
No.
But I see that he's also featured in the paper today.
Well, that's because you're playing with him in the
No,
Pro-Am.
wait, baby. That means that the tournament probably is going to be one of your better tournaments, non-major, if you will, because of the field.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
It's
Ernie
great.
Els, Singh, Daly, Woods,
Luck.
Nicholson.
Luck.
Yeah, right. I got your luck.
Luck.
Right there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're the daddy.
I'm Jane.
All right, man.
One more time.
One more time.
Who's your daddy? It's Rod. Rod is our daddy.
I'm here. We're coming back in a while. We're going to have a good time today, so stay tuned on KUSI.
We
See you,
will.
buddy. On Capitol Hill, Secretary of State nominee Condoleezza Rice goes before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee once again this morning.
Some Democrats
Thanks, buddy.
coming up in the Turco files, a drainage problem that's gotten so bad it has literally destroyed the sidewalk, and the city won't fix it. Turco investigates at 5:30.
And a day of champions at the Buick Invitational. Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, and many more hit the green under the sunny San Diego skies. From Minnesota to Michigan, look! It's fun just to look and not be there. Snow blanketed parts of Michigan last night as a winter storm moved across the state. Before that, Minnesota was flirting with record lows for
Yeah,
temperatures.
cold is one thing, but this is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Imagine waking up to minus 54 degrees. Some people in the town of Embarrass, Minnesota, did just that. Joining us this morning in our wake-up call is Sue Bowman. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning. And nieces and nephews that live there, but I've never visited it.
Sue, I hope for you that you're on the inside looking out. Thank you for getting up with us and talking to us this morning.
You and you guys stay warm and enjoy it.
Thank you.
try.
You come visit
Thanks, Sue.
anytime.
You betcha.
Bye
Okay.
now.
You betcha. I love that. Turco Files. Many neighborhoods are facing drainage problems after the recent rains, but residents in one hard-hit neighborhood say there's a good reason why it shouldn't be happening in their backyard.
And in Tijuana, it's happened again. A top police official murdered. Yes. The story when the KUSI Morning News Early Edition comes right back.
San Diego, where it's 134 degrees warmer than Embarrass, Minnesota.
How about that? Can you believe it? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I was listening. Yeah, the people in the newsroom were giving her a hard time for saying, "Yeah, you betcha."
It was great.
But they do that.
I
worked in Minnesota, lived in Minnesota for a number of years. They're great people up there. You know, a little different, more of a Scandinavian influence, but top notch. There's no question about it. I will tell you this, though. You can tell when it's cold, and Dave and I talked about this the other day. When you step on the snow and it squeaks, that's the definitive moment.
I've done that.
The other thing, when your nostril hairs do the tango.
Yep.
When it's really cold and you breathe in, you feel it in your nose.
Do we need some music from Wes for that little?
No,
You're going to show us something?
Outside we go to the world's finest weather in America's finest city. And here it is for you. Clear.
We'll look for that. An inner-city landlord gave KUSI's Michael Turco a call after his theater started to fill up with water.
Yeah, the Adams Avenue Arts Studio specializes in Shakespearean drama, but it looks like they are putting on a production of Waterworld.
Escondido's getting into the red light camera business. The machines are already in place, and motorists will be captured on photos and video if they run red lights there. KUSI's Amy Fuller is in the newsroom now to tell us more about it. Amy?
Paul, Escondido drivers will soon be on camera, but they may not be smiling for the camera. If those lenses catch you going through a red light, you'll be fined hundreds of dollars. Here's looking at you. Starting next week, September 8th, the days of sliding through red lights in Escondido are over.
That's all part of the wiring that you guys have to do as well on this.
Crews here are following the leads of places like San Diego and Poway in installing red light cameras.
Public safety is the bottom line. That's what we're trying to enforce. That's what we're trying to stress is public safety.
Especially here at the two intersections police say are most dangerous, Escondido at 2nd and Valley Parkway at Center City. This is where the cameras will start clicking away next week, and more cameras will follow at other intersections later this year.
Basically, we looked at where the majority of our collisions, our injury collisions, were occurring within the city, and that's how we picked these intersections for red light photo enforcement.
Though the lieutenant says he's gotten positive reviews from the community, not everyone is happy to be protected by Big Brother.
This is another way for the cities to get money from taxpayers.
And yet another says the traffic lights are flawed, not the drivers, especially at Escondido and 2nd, where he wants
turning light for this direction when they are going south. Otherwise, these people that try to make a turn are always going to be getting a ticket.
There is good news for drivers. There's a grace period. For 30 days, drivers will be warned but not cited. After that, though, the fines are big, $341 every time you run a red light.
They'll be notified via mail. With numerous photos, they'll show photos of the driver, photos of the vehicle, and then photos of the actual violation.
Though Escondido drivers are giving mixed signals, San Diego has seen red light violations go down since it installed red light cameras. Escondido police hope the same will happen here. In 2002, there were 1,745 collisions with injuries that happened because people ran red lights. One person died. Still, those red light cameras have a lot of drivers in Escondido seeing red.
They say it's for safety. It's not for safety. It's for money, and that's all it is. It's green. I have to go.
Money generated from the red light violations will go to pay for roads, parks, and recreation. Also, police say the cameras are costing the city of Escondido nothing right now, but the Australian company that's operating them will get a percentage of every ticket written to help recover what the company paid to get those cameras up and running. Paul?
I'm sure everyone's pleased. More red light cameras, just what we need.
Anything to get Dan singing and dancing at 5:14. Hope you're doing all right on time. Welcome back to the first edition of the KUSI Morning News.
It's pretty easy to get me going. Pretty easy to get Mike Chalinas going over there, too, but unfortunately, he's strictly business today.
All business today,
business
brother,
Mike,
but I do like the fact you got a rhythm with Eddie Rabb.
Thursday.
What city is this, anyways?
Seattle? I think I must be in Seattle.
Oh, I think we're wetter than there. We got to find a wetter spot. I think maybe New Delhi in the monsoon season.
Yeah.
Mike, I think we've had more rain this year than Seattle has.
We have.
There you have it.
Mike said that earlier this week.
Did you say that?
You heard him say it.
Oh, I love Amy Fuller. She pays attention. I love that.
All right.